5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. We are having a look at the NEO-GEO core for the Analogue Pocket today. So this is a port of the MiSTer core. The main developer behind this core is none other than Vertec, who originally developed this core for the MiSTer. Then it has been ported over to the Analogue Pocket by the absolutely awesome Mazamars, or you may know him as Ultra FP64. But he's known as by both names. So, you know, Vertec MiSTer and Ultra FP64, aka Mazamars, brought this over to us to the Analogue Pocket. And guys, honestly, what an amazing achievement on the Analogue Pocket. Like, who would have thought that such a small FPGA device will give us like the NEO-GEO? The NEO-GEO, when I was growing up, was a machine that was, it was an expensive machine. You know, you didn't have it. I had one at one point, but I used to trade a lot of stuff. So if anyone here is a fan of The Office, do you remember that episode where they're doing like a charity like sale, and he starts with a thumbtack and he ends up with a telescope where you trade your way up? So I traded my way up to a NEO-GEO. Unfortunately, when the 3DO came out, I traded my NEO-GEO for a 3DO. Now I know the 3DO gets a lot of love, but you know what? I kind of regret trading my NEO-GEO, because in hindsight, if I had the choice to have one original console, whether it was a NEO-GEO or a 3DO, it would be the NEO-GEO without a doubt. But we'll have a look at some games. This is a really good console. One little bit of a warning here: the games do take a long time to load on the Analogue Pocket compared to something like the MiSTer. So the developer that ported this core over, he kind of explained it in a scientific-ish way, but I've forgotten what that was. But let's give this a shot. So this game here is like, what's it called? Power Instinct Matrimony, right? And this game is just, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a fighting game, but honestly, it's as crazy as they come. Now, hopefully my buttons are okay, because usually I use a controller. But I'm using an arcade stick today. Yo, we got Scandal UK in the house, long-time supporter of the channel. Hey Ninja, yeah, this was a console out of reach for us. It was, but I managed to get a NEO-GEO. And how I got my NEO-GEO was, do you remember CEX? For anyone that's in the UK, they're around Europe as well. I think they've got a store in the USA. So they were called Computer Exchange. I was at the branch in Rathbone Place, which was one of their main ones. And a guy came in there to sell a NEO-GEO, and he didn't have ID. So I followed him out like we used to do a lot of the time, and we used to make them an offer, and I made him an offer. So imagine like I don't know, 13, 14. I brought like a grown-ass man to my house, man. My mom's thinking, what the heck is going on? But yeah, I somehow got the money together, probably by begging my mother and getting that NEO-GEO. But have a look at this game. What a crazy bunch of characters. Now, I don't want to run out of time, but should I pick old man or old lady? I kind of like this old lady, right? And okay, so yeah, what's this? Yo, Appley in the house. How you doing? Hey guys, hope everyone's having a good Saturday. So I was actually supposed to be doing a stream with Pez82 where we're going to talk about arcade games, but unfortunately Pez is a little bit under the weather. So he messaged me and he goes, really sorry dude, I'm unwell, I've got a chest infection, and you know, I'm going to have to cancel the stream. So I was like, no issues whatsoever, dude. You know, I really do hope he gets well. Pez is a really nice guy. So when I started covering FPGA gaming stuff, he was very, very helpful. Like, you know, I'd ask him some questions and a guy would answer. So I've got a placeholder set for the 1st of January 2026, right? But hopefully it'll be within the next couple of weeks. We'll get something going. Okay. Right, crazy. I know this is Video Game Esoterica's favorite game. Look at the titties on the sumo wrestlers. Okay, that's crazy. Oh, wow, is it there a universal overhead? Oh, wow, okay. I completely suck at this game, but I wanted to show you guys this game because it's a very, very unique fight. I mean, where else can you play a game where an old granny hurls her teeth, her dentures at you? She smacks them out and she just goes at it, right at it for you. So also, just to point out, I am running the normal version of the core. There's 3 versions of the NEO-GEO core for the Analogue Pocket. You've got the normal version that I'm running here, and then you've got the overdrive version of the core, and you've got the analogizer version of the core. And yeah, I've got an analogizer now, and I've tried it out, and I have to say it is absolutely fantastic. What a great device. If you want to play on a CRT, I was going, I think, VGA to S video via Mike Simone's adapter, and for the whole part, it works really, really well. I will likely do a video on it at some point. When I get a bit of time, I'll film it and show it. I really do think it's an awesome device, right? At this point, I'm just mashing buttons now. I'm going to lose this. Okay, so she's got a dragon punch as well. And, okay. Okay, I'm going to do some kind of super there. I have no idea what's going on here. We'll run with something a little bit less hectic here. Anime Otaku in the house, how are you doing, my buddy? Right, okay, so let's go. Core settings. Like I said, guys, the games do take a little bit of time to load. What we're going to start with, I haven't checked this out yet. I just put it on here. So if anyone is interested, Double Dragon 1. So there's a new version of Double Dragon 1 available for the NEO-GEO. It's like a fan-made game. Groovy, baby. Okay, I just thought I'd put that in there to keep it a little bit British. But yeah, so there's a Double Dragon game out. Now, I think it uses the assets from the mobile game. Now, whether the mobile game was Android or iOS, I'm not really a big mobile gamer. Even though there are some decent games on mobile. So those assets are used to create this game. So let's test this out together. But yeah, it should be fun. Wicked. We've got... Oh, wicked. Lucas Pro Gamer UK. Even though there's UK in the title, it says greetings from the Netherlands. And Anime Otaku is also from the Netherlands. So that's really cool, man. Absolutely love it. So guys, who's going to go for that, for the Taki Udon? I was going to say Mr. Pie, the Super Station 1. I know Anime Otaku, you're going to go for one because we were speaking earlier. That's superb. Yeah, okay, let me put the sound up a bit for this because yeah, I want to check it out. Like that one, yeah, that PlayStation 1 does look really, really good. Where's a good place to find NEO-GEO mods? This one here, if you want to get this game here, this is, so Neil Severa posted this over on Twitter. And he just shared the link for it. I'll try and get that one out for you. Yo, Fixolab, how you doing, man? France in the house. Viva la France. I don't know what that means, but I always hear people say that stuff. While we watch the intro, Scandal, I'm quickly going to do a public service thing here, and I'm going to quickly get you a link for the Double Dragon game. Yeah, like I'm digging the soundtrack. Digging that soundtrack, man. So let me go into my notes. Yeah, the Double Dragon soundtrack is epic. So Neil Severa, good guy, quite a regular on the channel. He's got his own channel as well, and you know what? He does some very, very useful videos. I like the guy a lot. So this one here is for you. I'm going to type it into chat. Hopefully it doesn't block my own links, because I know if you guys try and post links in there, it will kind of block those. But if anyone wants to play this version of Double Dragon, that's the link for it right there. Go into that tweet and there's a variety of like Google Drive links and different file hosting sites. I think I got it from WeTransfer. But the good thing is they've got a ready-made version for the Pocket, for the MiSTer, for Darksoft, for emulators, for, I don't know, Neo SD, all the different things out there. So let's have a look. Okay, so one button gives you 2 credits. I like that again. So 1 coin, 2 credits, not 2 coins, 1 credit. So how to play? Okay, tap the lever to run. Yeah, I'm liking the soundtrack. It's kind of like slowed down there. That sounds superb. I should have looked over there. Panties. Ah, man. Okay. The panties. Guys, the original Double Dragon. Those panties as a young guy just got me going, man. And now as an old guy, maybe it's still going to get me going. Okay, so we've got... Okay, I know what the buttons are. Oh. And it's a headbutt button. Guys, this is good. Nice. I thought it would be a back attack. Interesting. Do you know what else? What's that other one? There was another brawler as well. Ooh, what was it? Something Vengeance, was it? It's out for the Nintendo. Final Vendetta. That's it. Final Vendetta. I wonder if the NEO-GEO version of that is available now. I can't remember if the ROM's available or not. So I imagine the mobile game would have been quite decent. I can't do touchscreen stuff, but I do have a Retroid Pocket 5, which I bought recently. I need to use it a little bit more, and that can run a whole bunch of games. I kind of got it for a lightweight machine that I can capture content on the go, and I also got it for playing like. It does like GameCube, Wii really well. So if I want to play stuff like Beautiful Joe, I can play it on there. And hopefully the latency is not too bad. I mean, I haven't noticed anything terrible on there, at least not compared to what did I have before, the AYN Odin Lite, man. Oh man, the latency on that was terrible. I couldn't play anything 2D on it. It just sucked. Oh, okay, you can chuck your whip like that. Okay, remember that poster in the background? OG Double Dragon? Now, I want to see the guy smash the wall, come out the wall. And hopefully he will. What's the big guy called with a bald head? Honestly, this feels really good. Hit detection feels good. It feels very decent. And for anyone out there with a Mr. Analogue Pocket, heck, even play it wherever you would play your NEO-GEO stuff, or even like an original NEO-GEO. Try this demo out. Really can't wait for a full release of this, man. It's so amazing what fans do. Do I need to headbutt you? Does headbutt break the guard? No. Is there a grab or something? Okay, maybe I can jump up and attack him. Okay, we broke that guard. I like the afro, man. Decent game. Also like the way he kind of enters in with that drop down hurricane kick. Guys, the link for this is in chat, man. Like, go download this now. It feels really good. Can I pick that up? No. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to pick it up. Oh, I can pick it up. Look at that. Hey. Guys, I will look at chat in a second. I am enjoying this. I just want to see someone pop out of a wall because I'm sure they're there. Which I saw it on Video Game Esoterica's video a few days ago. Oh, time over. Okay, cool. That's a good way to kind of end. Big shout out to actually Video Game Esoterica. He's a little bit under the weather as well. Yo, Jaime, how are you doing, man? Do you know how I learned, Jaime? I think I've been watching Narcos on Netflix, and I've been loving it. That's why I learned that. Right, let me load the game, guys. If you've got any requests for games, we can run with those. So. It's a game that I really like, and it's not something I really heard of, saw in the arcade. It's something that I discovered via emulation, and it's this one here, Ninja Commando. Naturally, any game with the word ninja in it, I'm interested in. Anime Otaku Xeno Crisis. Do you know what? I had that in my head. I was going to do it, but I was like, let's do some actual back in the day NEO-GEO games before we start doing the fan ones. But we will definitely do Xeno Crisis. Big out in the house. How are you doing, man? Alan D is awesome, man. Search for NEO-GEO homebrew reveals. Oh wow, okay, right, that's awesome. Do you know what it is, Scandal? And Alan D, you may be able to help here. So when it comes to NEO-GEO homebrew stuff, what you have to do is, for the Analogue Pocket at least, you have to create corresponding JSON files, because you can't just, it's not like the Mister where you can just load the .neo file. So this is where Alan D, you know, comes in handy, because Alan D is known in the community for making those corresponding JSON files that get these NEO-GEO games working. So Alan D, maybe at some point it might be worth doing these homebrew games, and maybe doing a whole JSON file and doing it for the community, because the community is awesome and we love the community. Isn't that right, Austin? Groovy, baby. Okay, so let's give this. I didn't have enough time. I wanted to do a picture of Austin Powers eating baked beans, but I asked Copilot to do it, and Copilot said because of copyright stuff, they can't bring images of Austin Powers. Let's give this a quick shot. You need to smash the button on this one. I'd like to see a 1cc of this game. I haven't, but it really is good. So you've got the three ninjas, you got Raya, you got Ryu, you got Joe. Right, I kind of like Ryu because he looks like a ninja, but I also like Joe because he just reminds me of American Ninja. Anything from that area reminds me of American Ninja. Yo, we have Scalinio the First in the house. Scalinio, I was almost tempted to give my buddy Green a ring when Pez82 said he was unwell and he couldn't do the stream. I was thinking about getting up there, but then I was thinking, shall I go to the arcade? There's a Street Fighter 3 Third Strike event in my local, but then I just got lazy. I thought I'd just chill at home, stream, and then I'm going to play. There's a new Blaze Chroma or something. It's a new Metroidvania. I want to play that. I'm going to play that after the stream as a 2 relaxed game. So Ninja Commando, really, really good. This reminds me of the evolution of, remember that game Ninja on the Sega Master System? It really does remind me of that. Okay, I've used my my Ninja Magic. I didn't want to use that. There's a button where you can, here you guys, that's the one I was looking for. So you really have to right in this game. I'd almost recommend using auto fire unless you want to spam the buttons, because look, the faster you spam the buttons, the greater your fire goes. Look, so that's your initial one, but as you start spamming it more, it gets a little bit wider. You see? I should just turn on auto fire. I haven't. Now you can only shoot in the up direction, but you have got a dodge button, and from what I remember, the dodge is 8-way. Yeah, you can even do diagonal dodges. Look at how I've turned into some kind of tiger. And this game's just very, very cool. And this is the thing about the NEO-GEO, guys. The NEO-GEO, the games when it was just darn cool. They were action arcade games, and it was amazing, absolutely amazing. And you know, the other stuff that we had around at the time was the Super Nintendo and the Mega Drive. And even though I love those consoles, they just didn't compare as far as games looking and playing this good. Absolutely amazing. I think there's like a sumo wrestler boss in here, man. So again, like really interesting. Scandal, I think I would like to check out the homebrew stuff. So maybe if I do like a Mr. stream where you don't have to have the corresponding JSON files, maybe for that I'll whack the homebrew stuff on there because it's easier to manage. I know I've got like a version of Cabal on there. I've also got, what's that new game? He kind of looks like Guile up there with that haircut. What's that new game? Cyborg Force or something? Like a Contrary game. I've got that on here as well. It's not, to be honest, it's not a bad game. I think it could have been a lot better. Maybe that's just me because I found it quite difficult. So this is an interesting game, but so here we are. We're in the next level, prehistoric land, and I kind of want to die, right? Let's run another game. Let's do Xeno Crisis for my buddy Anime Otaku. So Xeno Crisis, here we go. It's a crisis. It's Xeno Crisis. Do you like that game, Austin? Groovy, baby. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys, that's not working. So it was previously working. I've updated the core not the core, but I've updated like the whole batch of JSON files. So maybe I haven't got the right one at the moment. So apologies for that, Anime Otaku. Something I will need to look at maybe via Alan D or even Terminator 2K2. So let's go back in. Let's go NEO-GEO. Guys, shall we go? You know what? Shall we go? So I've got the Analogue Eyes core, but obviously I haven't got the Analogue Eyes connected because I wouldn't be able to put that in a capture card, being it kind of outputting to an analog display. But let's go into the overdrive core. So what the overdrive core does, and I think it's very, very stable now. When it first came to be, it was very, very experimental. But I know Mazza kind of worked on this for quite some time. Let's have a look. Was it Free Count Bout? Is that the wrestling game that looks really good, but just doesn't play that well? And yeah, man, if you're into wrestling games, this one looks really good. Oh yeah. Okay, that actually doesn't sound like him. So that actually loaded a bit quicker. So I guess it depends on the actual size of the game. Now I can't remember how to get out of this. Was it B force? Oh yeah, we just force it. Okay. So let me go into core menu because I do like playing like the arcade version. So maybe change it here. No, okay. Okay, so now hopefully that should be the arcade version. So guys, I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. 2025 is looking really good for FPGA gaming, including like the Analogue Pocket as being something that is part of FPGA gaming, especially the fact that you know, we may be getting that Jaguar core. I'm not going to play this, guys. I do like looking at the attract mode for games, and that's one thing that's really, really awesome about about the NEO-GEO, because it's essentially an arcade system that you kind of were able to get at home. All the games have brilliant attract modes, so just watching this stuff is really good. I know there's a new cart people were talking about. I saw like Scarlet, what's his name? Scarlet Sprites, I think. He was talking about like this new NEO-GEO car that's supposed to be a lot better. It loads stuff quicker, but I don't have the hardware, so that's not something I know too much about. But there was a lot of excitement within the retro gaming scene about that. So yeah, awesome, right? But look, this looks really good. So imagine just being a kid now. You walk in the arcade, you're into wrestling, you see stuff like this where you got the guy that looks like Macho Man Randy Savage with some dreadlocks, is it? Like a Medusa-y kind of head. Yeah, you see him fight there against, I don't know, that random guy at the bottom. Those big sprites, man. It's just looked absolutely awesome. But moving over, let's go over to another game. Now, hopefully that will take effect. Let's have a look. So, load game JSON. Let's go Aero Fighters 2. Let's check out Aero Fighters. Guys, any more requests? Bang them in. Give me those requests. I will try the other game, Cyborg Force, to get something new that you guys want. Just remember, keep it block. Okay, why hasn't that changed that? You can usually change that via the OSD, unless I need to. Unless there's a. Okay, let me just try reset to default a second, and let's see where that kind of takes us. Really like the NEO-GEO, like the loading screen. The sounds, I think it just sounds really good. Neo Bomberman, yo, absolutely, man. That should be dandy. Right, we're in console mode on here, but we'll leave that. We'll go easy peasy, a lemon squeezy, because that's how we are. Yeah, baby. Okay, so let's do this. A button, main shot, B button's gonna be special weapon. Right, okay, where's the look at the characters in this? I mean, look, going to the arcade and just having a look at the characters, and you know, I always end up picking a dolphin. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Shall I stick to Great Britain and pick like the baby? Okay, it's gonna run out soon. Oh, I'm gonna go dolphin. I always go the dolphin. Spanky the dolphin will spank you. Right, guys, hope everyone's doing well. We're looking at the absolutely awesome, like superb NEO-GEO Core for the Analogue Pocket. Who would think something so bite-sized and something so small that can fit in your pocket can carry your entire NEO-GEO library? Just imagine having all those NEO-GEO games back in the day. You wouldn't be able to carry those in your pocket. In fact, you wouldn't even be able to get one NEO-GEO cartridge inside your pocket. So it really is a marvel. Technology just never ceases to amaze me. And yeah, man, NEO-GEO is fantastic. Big shout out to Vertec for originally developing this core. And yeah, Mazamars for putting it over. So, you know, both very amazing individuals, amazing at what they do. Looking forward to all of their future works. I think Vertec is more focusing on like reverse engineering work as opposed to actual core making. I think that's what Vertec prefers doing more than actual like the core development itself. And Mazamars, he's working on Atari Jaguar core single RAM implementation, which he began. I know Grey Rogue has done kind of different, but he's kind of worked on the single SD RAM version as well, so that's really cool. As well as that, Maz is working on bringing the Jaguar over to the Analogue Pocket, which would be great. And as well as that, there's the Star Wars arcade game core. Oh, I need to dig. I know previously I had a version that it just had the sound. He's got the sound part sorted, so we were good with that. Right, let's go Neo Bomberman. But again, really good games on this system, man. An absolute favorite system. Honestly, every time I play this thing, like, I'm just always amazed. Every time I just think to myself, like, wow, like, I've got the NEO-GEO, something that when I was a kid, I was like, you know, wow, I had one, you know, and before I had it, I dreamed of having one. It's just, I got rid of mine when the 3DO came out, and that was a regret. That is something I definitely regretted years and years later. Now, I do like the 3DO, not as much as some other people do. The 3DO, The 3DO had a Need for Speed game on there, which I thought was fantastic. It had a game on there called Quarantine, a taxi game. I always enjoyed ejecting people, man. That was really, really good. You just eject them out of your cab. Absolutely superb. What a great option. Every game should have an option to eject another player. Something like Crazy Taxi even. But yeah, what else? Return Fire was good on there. But the main reason I got it, being a massive Street Fighter fan, was for Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. It's the first time, you know, we were able to play Akuma via a secret code. And that's why I dived in. And that's why I made that giant mistake. And I'd call it a giant mistake. But yeah, but at least here's the thing. These FPGA systems like the MiSTer, like the Analogue Pocket, and any other FPGA system you've got out there, you know, even if you've got something like the MiSTeX, right? Anything that has these systems on there that you just couldn't have, you've got the best versions of those systems, bar original hardware, or in some cases, they even surpass original hardware with the quality of life improvements. You know, you don't need your old displays around, you can connect it to a HDMI, you don't need to lag out all cartridges and stuff. It's just a one-stop solution. So yeah, man, that's darn good. And again, loving all the attract mode for this stuff. All right, let's do this. So yeah, NEO-GEO, what a system. Right, I'm gonna look at that Cyborg Force next, because that's the new game. Okay, what we're doing? Okay, let's do normal. So has anyone tried that new game? If anyone's a Hotego Patreon supporter, Kubrick for the Analogue Pocket and MiSTer, guys, that's a very, very tough game, man, for where puzzle games are. It is super tough. So anime, is this one of your games? Yeah, is this one of the games you like? I mean, who doesn't like Bomberman? It is just such a great and crazy game to play with friends, you know, like easy to play and difficult to master. Come on. I got myself right. That's enough of a cue of that. My guy got blown up. Right, let's go. So what we want is, I'm pretty sure it's called Cyborg Force. I think it's this one here. So this is a new game, and I think it's out for different systems as well. Definitely. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, so it's out for different systems. I think like it might have even got a Nintendo Switch and a Steam release. And I really like that stuff. I like it when we get these old games and there's different ways of playing them, whether you want to play them on a Switch, whether you want to play them on a PC, on Steam. I really like that. I can't remember what that game's called. Do you remember we spoke about it the other day, Anime Otaku? Was it Battle Chimera or something? And it's a Metroidvania, and I started it yesterday, but I was a bit tired. And do you know, for all you married folk out there and all you people with partners, right? You know, sometimes you think you're going to stay up and you're going to play a game, right? But then your significant other comes into bed and they're kind of going to sleep, and you think, you know what, I'm going to go to sleep anyway. So yeah, I went to sleep. But to be honest, it was good because I was up super early today. I was up at 6:15. At the supermarket by 7 AM, Lidl being the supermarket, just to get like the fresh bakery. My boys love it. They get up early Saturday morning and it gives us an excuse to start the day early. But I pay the price for that. I end up not staying up late on Saturday nights, man. I mean, I can't remember the last time I stayed up after 11 PM. I think even during like my week off around Christmas, I was in bed early. So here we have Cyborg Force, guys. So this is a newer game. And a shout out to Neobyte, or Neobyte Force, is it? 2023 release. Wow, that's 2 years ago, man. Super Robot Wars. Awesome. Yeah, we can do that, man. Is it Super Robot Wars? I know there's a game called Robo Army. So just a reminder, request in capitals. I'm going to type it in chat as well, because it stands out. I don't always pick up. Okay, here we go. Request in capital, please. Never heard of this yet. This is quite a recent game. So also a shout out to Koala. I think that's how you say it, right? So this guy is the one that was after the M3, the Mr. Marsupial multi-system. And with that, he actually licensed some games. And one of the games he licensed was this one here. So you know, who do we pick? Okay, that guy looks kind of mean. So let's pick Haku. Okay. Oh, it wasn't a request, lol. What's that? Super Robot Wars. Oh, and I got NEO-GEO. No. You know what? I'll take it as a request. Is that a NEO-GEO game? Super Robot Wars. If not, we can do it. Super Robot Wars. Wicked. Yeah. You know what? I do like. I saw your one, but like when I'm looking at the chat now, you can see that just stands out. Right, guys. I've got to say, right. Like, okay, when we look at Double Dragon, when I look at this, I'm not so impressed by this, and I don't mean to sound bad to the developer of this. It feels more like a mobile game to me than a NEO-GEO game, and it might, I don't know, some new games or some new games that come out for old machines, they have like a charm to them. Now, you know, this has its charm, I'm sure, but it just doesn't click with me the way something like, for example, Xeno Crisis. You know, when you play that game is just superb. This one just doesn't do it for me in the same way that game does. I mean, I could be wrong, maybe, and I don't really like to, you know, talk down anyone's project because I understand a lot of hard work goes into this. So this is strictly my personal choice. I don't know, it just doesn't. Well, you can see by the gameplay, it's not really clicking with me, man. I don't even feel like continuing here. Oh, Spitfire RAF in the house. How you doing? Right, so what game are we looking at? Super Robot Wars. Is that a NEO-GEO game? I don't recall that. Do you know what? I'm just gonna go to the other core a second because I do want to run the arcade version. So what we'll do is we go console, NEO-GEO, and we'll go change core. Let's go to the normal NEO-GEO core, right? And we're gonna run that. Interesting. Let's argument say, let's see if it runs on a normal core. No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Just checking. What we will do. Oops, sorry. Press the button there too quick. My bad, guys. So press to launch into the core once, and then we're looking for Super Robot Wars. No, okay, super. All right, we haven't got it there, but let's have a look at Robo Army. Now, the NEO-GEO wasn't very known, or it wasn't very known, but it didn't really have enough brawlers. It didn't have enough games like the Final Fight stuff, Streets of Rage, or your kind of walk along, what they called belt beat 'em ups or something. Like they just weren't. Yeah, this wasn't known for it. Like, but there were a few, and I think Robo Army is a really good one. I want a 2-player co-op with my 10-year-old son. Any good NEO-GEO recommendations? Well, Scandal UK, I feel you have come at exactly the right time. Groovy, baby. And here we have Robo Army. Like, so my kids, one's going to be 9 in literally in a couple of days. The other's 10 and a half. Now, they don't like playing retro games with their daddy. They just don't, they can't be bothered. They want Minecraft. What's the other one? Rocket League. I've let them play Apex Legends as well. I don't think that's too bad. You know, I'm a cool parent. I don't let them play stuff like Grand Theft Auto or Mortal Kombat. But if there's a game like Titanfall or Apex Legend, they're kind of alright to play that. So, but if they were to play a game with me, like for example, they liked the X-Men arcade game, they would like this game here, Robo Army. So that's definitely a good game to play with family members or kids especially. Yeah, Metal Slug titles are awesome, and I feel like we need to visit those as well. Okay, so here we go. Look at that. Right, let's go. I don't want to watch it. Seize humanoids. We will use their human brains. Well, you are not using my brain. Look how darn cool that looks, man. The sound effects as well, the metal kind of clunking. And it's nice that the jumping is very different as well. So, okay. I think you can pick up, look at that. As I'm a cyborg, you know, I can pick up a Jeep and hurl it off at you. Do you know a game I'd really like to see as an FPGA core is Zero Team USA, man. I really like the art direction of that. I feel it's a great game. So, Scandal, don't get me wrong. There's so many better brawlers out there, right, than this one. This one's just very cool. As far as the mechanics go, they're not the greatest, but hey, man, it looks really cool. Okay, we're gonna have a look at like the first boss. The first boss is really, really cool. So let me. If you can't punch a dog, well, you just throw a jeep at it or whatever, right? This is really, really cool. Look at that. Go on, join up, doggies. Almost like Go-Go Power Rangers, right? Well, now you're a big dog. Hopefully I can smash you. Bad dog. Okay, this is definitely a really good one to play with him. I can't let him play GTA. No, you can't, man. You can't do it. So Wicked, yes, 10 years. That's exactly the same as my elder boy. Let's have a look at some other two-player games that Scandal can play. Okay, I want to look at Sam Show games because I really do like them. Oh, you know what was interesting here? Did I see? I thought I saw Black Tiger. No, I must have been tripping. This is a game that Terminator 2K2 always asks me to play, Captain Tomaday, but I'm not really feeling Captain Tomaday from what I remember. Okay, you know what? Do you know what's really, really good? For anyone out there that likes fighting games but is really crap at combos, try one of the Breakers games, right? Whether you do Breakers or Breakers Revenge, play these, right? You will feel amazing at fighting games. You'll be like, wow, I can do combos. Indeedy, baby. You will feel like, wow, like I am a pro fighting game player. This one here, you literally just like press buttons, mash directions, and you will pull combos out like a pro. I kid you not. Anime Otaku noted Polestar, right? We are gonna do Polestar, wicked. And yeah, I always like NEO-GEO in the arcade mode. I don't like the home console version. Don't get me wrong. I guess the home console version was kind of good. It generally gave you 4 credits, so you had limited time to clock the games. And when I had the game like Ninja Combat, I couldn't complete it, man, because I ran out of credits. Right, gotta take a sip of my drink, guys. I always say what I'm drinking, and today I am drinking peach flavored iced tea. Well, hello there. I am laying off the energy drinks. I always hear bad things in them, and I go through a little bit where I don't drink them and I'll drink them, but I think I'm getting too old. I need to give that stuff up, man. So, peach iced tea it is. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, so guys, this game, I'm not crazy with the combos or everything, but seriously, it's very, very easy to get your combos out, and it's like super, super easy. So naturally, all the characters feel like Ripper for Street Fighter characters. Look, you've got a Dehausim there. Is he a grappler, that guy? You know, that guy's got like a Guile moveset. You've got a ninja there. You've got Sho, who's like your Ryu. You've got this guy here that makes donkey sound effects. Sorry, that's your grappler, right? Let's go Sho. And guys, like honestly, the way combos flow on this, I bet you I'm gonna get battered now, right? But look at that. Look. So watch. Okay, I was going to try and do a combo into a super there. There we go. Love the victory sound as well. You know what? I'm using an 8-bit arcade stick now. That's what I'm using. Look here, that Zangief got me, man. No! He got me! I like using an arcade stick with NEO-GEO, but the clicky 8-bit controllers are so nice. Yeah, see, I've got that 8-bit NEO-GEO pad. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. Okay, we have won that one. Right, let's go Polestar. But guys, try breakers, seriously, just mash directions, press buttons. You will get moves out or your money back. That is the Pixel Cherry Ninja guarantee. Right, let's have a look. Polestar. Now, is Polestar a shmup? I'm kind of trying to think of what it is. So, by the way, I also go by the name Pixel Bean Ninja when I mix from fruit to like a vegetable or something. Oh no! So if anyone's over on the MiSTerFPGA Discord, there's a running joke that like I like beans and I love beans, but the crazy thing is most of the times when it comes up, I am bloody eating beans. Today for lunch I had beans, sausage, mashed potatoes, gravy, and yeah, I absolutely love that dish. Like beans for me are just absolutely superb. So a big shout out to all the people on the MiSTerFPGA Discord, the FPGA Gaming Discord, and also the Pixel Cherry Ninja Discord. But yeah, so David Shadoff was saying, look, you know, you should make baked beans yourself, and he actually gave me a recipe. So I'm trying to convince my wife to make beans from scratch, baked beans from scratch. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, like, because yeah, I like beans, man. I like different types of beans. Baked beans are awesome. Kidney beans are really, really nice. And I don't even know what else. Okay, yeah, this is, wow, look at that, man. Look at those fire effects there. But see, this is where I feel like we really, really do need a CRT. Now, we've got different visual effects, but it kind of, it ruins people's experiences depending on the type of screen that they've got. If you're watching this on like your phone or a small screen, yeah, when I use screen filters, the compression really, really makes them look bad. So I tend not to use them. But, you know, if you're playing this by yourself, if you're not playing it on a CRT, then you should definitely consider using like the screen filters. The Analogue Pocket has, I would say, a decent amount of decent screen filters. Okay, so Polestar. So Anime Otaku, just for reference, I prefer Blazing Star. We'll have a look at Blazing Star after. For me, that's like one of the best shmups ever made. Brilliant soundtrack, just plays wicked, looks wicked. It's like a dream come true. What's the question there? What's your favorite SNK title that came out that came out exclusively on other consoles? What's your favorite SNK? Oh, that came. Oh, okay. So, well, you know, recently I've been playing Samurai Showdown 2019, so that will be like a kind of easy one to say. But trying to think of anything else right now is proving a little bit difficult. We're gonna go stage one. That's where we'll begin. I don't make them from scratch. Oh, no, it's okay. A chopped onion. Okay. So chopped onion and butter mixed with baked beans. That sounds interesting. That sounds more doable. I like the tin ones, but I try like the different tins. I try the barbecue ones, the curry ones, the cheese one, but I end up just liking the plain ones. I did see some peri peri ones the other day when I was in Farm Foods. A shout out to Farm Foods, man. I really do like Farm Foods. Right, what the hell did I get hit by? And has this got... Oh, so I can power up shots like R-Type. Okay. Do I bank power-ups like it's very, very slow? Okay, that's speed, so that's definitely need that. So I'll tell you what, this has got good graphics, man. It's a different type of kind of graphic. They feel a bit more 3D-ish, and I can feel like the slowdown on this, which I imagine is correct to the real hardware, right? We can use the overdrive core, but I'm going to use the normal core because I do like slowdown. Yeah, this looks really, really cool, man. By the way, guys, Anime Otaku is sick at Ninja Gaiden. Anime, do you know, I was speaking to my friend earlier, and funnily enough, do you remember I was telling you, a friend of mine called Harmonaz, really, really good Street Fighter player. This guy is sick at Ninja Gaiden. His favourite games, the only games he plays apart from Street Fighter, right, since I've known him, are Ninja Gaiden and the Devil May Cry series, right? Now, as well as that, the only thing I've seen him play is Metroid games, Metroid on the GBA. He really liked those, but that's it. Apart from that, it's always been fighting games, right? He's sick at Third Strike. So he contacted me today, and guys, when I say he gave me the full rundown on Ninja Gaiden, so he just went and picked up an Xbox 360 because he wants to play Ninja Gaiden 2 because apparently that's the best version, because the developers apparently lost the source code for the original Xbox and the Xbox 360 version. So they made Sigma, and apparently if you're a hardcore Ninja Gaiden guy, Sigma just doesn't cut it for you, right? So I was like, look, grab that one. So he is going to grab the new version and run that on his PC, but which is Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, right? But it's based on Sigma, not the original Ninja Gaiden. But he's looking forward to Ninja Gaiden 4, obviously. But yeah, he went up. He found on Facebook Marketplace, he found someone selling an Xbox 360 with a bunch of games. The games were crap. The only good one was Halo 3. The rest were all like football and basketball games. We all know sports games just don't really hold their value. But yeah, he went and got that. And CEX are selling Ninja Gaiden 2 for £3.50. So he's looking to buy that out. I'll give him a shout later to see how he kind of got on. So let's have a look. Let's go Blazing Stars, because Blazing Stars is, or Blaze. Look at that. Imagine that. I've just had I made a mistake. Isn't based on Ninja 2. Oh, isn't it? Okay, it's based on the... Really? Okay, but did they not make that from the ground up? You know what? I was trying to get him. I'm going to get him to speak to you, because I was like, dude, come over to the Discord and speak to Anime, because Anime's streaming it and he knows the game as well. But he seems to think that the new Steam version is based on an inferior version of the game. And I was like, okay. I was like, dude, I don't know. Like, this guy was... I remember showing me guys that were better than him at Ninja Gaiden. He was showing me like where a guy had done a whole level in one combo, and I was like, how's that possible? And he goes, as you transition through different scenes, you break pots and stuff, and that kind of continues your counter. And I was like, wow, I mean, this guy is really good at games. So yeah, he went and got that. But and I'm going to introduce you guys. I just want you to give him, you know, the rundown on that. But yeah, man, he was excited. He got back into Ninja Gaiden, man. Again, so yeah, he said he's. I remember we're all getting older now, so his mum is a little bit unwell at the time currently. So he said once he goes to see his mum in hospital, he's gonna go pick up this Xbox 360 after. But I'm really hoping he does actually find. He does find the 360 one that he can get, and he is getting the new one as well, so maybe he can do a comparison himself, right? Okay, you know what, I'm just going to reload Blazing Stars. I don't really fancy playing this Frisbee game or whatever it is. Let's go Blazing Stars, baby. Guys, anyone that is just tuning in, we're doing Saturday night NEO-GEO on the Analogue Pocket. Groovy, baby. And a shout out to the developers, Furtek and Mazamars. Their details are up in the top right. If you do appreciate their work and you're like, wow, man, I got so much value out of their core, consider backing them on platforms such as Patreon, Ko-fi, and Buy Me a Coffee. Again, strictly on a voluntary basis. It's for each individual to decide whether they would like to do that. I always preach this, but I don't always practice what I preach. I do support some developers, and some I don't have the finances or just the disposable income to kind of do that. I do kind of like Ko-fi as well, because on Ko-fi you can kind of make like one-off payments, whereas on Patreon it's kind of ongoing. I guess that's why I chose Patreon. But you can make one payment and just cancel, by the way, so that's all good. Yeah, so here we are. So Ninja Gaiden was a little bit of a talk, but yeah, watching you play it yesterday, man, it looks tough. Like, it looks tough. Oh wow, who we got here? Macho mate. Yeah, hey, I've installed GGPOZ SF3, amazing stuff. Good on you, man. So guys, if anyone's unaware what GGPOZ is, it's essentially Fightcade. If you know what Fightcade is. If you don't know what Fightcade is, it's an online emulator that lets you pretty much play the entire Final Burn Neo ROM set, right? With friends or with random people. It's got lobbies. It really is an absolutely great system. So what GGPOZ is, that's the Android version of that. So you can play that on your phone. So on my Retroid Pocket 5, or if I really want with touch controls, I can play it on my phone. We can play Blazing Star online against other people if we want from an Android device. The main developer is one guy that maintains it and does it. if I remember his name correctly, he's Yamasha. I remember testing it out with him and kind of speaking to him near the beginning and everything. Nice guy, man. And yeah, guys, the connections on that is solid. You're playing on Wi-Fi, it is good. And yeah, Street Fighter is amazing. Macho, mate, just for my own curiosity, tell me your setup on Android that you're using for GGPOZ. Are you one of those people that's using a touchscreen and you're just good with touchscreens? Not something I'm used to or not something that I like doing. There's very few games that I've enjoyed on touchscreen. The games I've enjoyed on touchscreen are like Phoenix Wright, because you can play that whole thing with touch prompts. Another one that I played was Knights of the Old Republic when it first got released on the iPad. I thought, yeah, that was well worth playing. So, Macho, mate, my question, like, what is your setup? Are you playing on a phone? Because, you know, some people can, I've seen people bust out like long combo strings in King of Fighters, man, on a damn touchscreen. How the heck does that work? Right, let me turn the sound up for this because I love the soundtrack. So it might be a little bit too loud. My voice might not be as loud with it, but we're going to go and run this. Are you ready, Austin? Groovy, baby. Just starting to oh, okay, so you've plugged in an actual controller. Good stuff, man. Xbox Series. My kid uses an Xbox Series controller. I kind of like it. I almost feel like taking it back off him, but he says he likes it a lot. I was going to replace it with an Ultimate USB-C, but I do actually like that controller as well. Ben, can over here, guys? Oh, okay. So yeah, Ben, when you're using the Analogizer, I don't think you can use like the Bluetooth and that stuff. So you need, I think, the snack stuff, and you need to play, or you can play it on your Analogue Pocket. You know, so you can plug in the Analogizer, use the controls on your Analogue Pocket themselves, and you can play with that. I've only just tested out the Analogizer, man. The developer behind it, really cool guy, man. You know, I bought it from him with my own money. I did get a discount, and he made me like a personal one and chucked in lots of free stuff, man. I have known the guy for a long time, and you know, he was very cool. He offered me one at the beginning, and I was like, dude, like, I haven't got a CRT, man, so it won't be any use to me. So, but when I wanted one, I was like, dude, I kind of want to get one. And really nice of the guy, man. He said to me, look, I'll send you one out for free. And I was like, look, man, you know, I'm quite happy to pay. So he was like, okay, cool. And yeah, he offered me like a hefty discount, guys. Like I got an awesome discount, like really good discount. Very happy with my purchase. And he personalized it to me, man. That was such a nice surprise. It's got the PCN logo on there, man. I shared it. On my socials, obviously. If you want to see what it looks like, head over to the community tab of the YouTube channel, and you can see, hey guys, if you're watching on a big screen, look at my spaceship. It just below it says Lou. Big shout out to Lou's Retro Source, man. Another guy that does awesome weekly news videos. He does them usually every Monday. I think he's gone back to the Monday one. Guy's really cool. Really cool guy. Yeah, does really good videos. So, you know, I always recommend, you know, get your news from different places. Watch my video on Saturday. Video Game Esoterica does like a monthly MiSTerFPGA news video, which is very good. So that's a good overview of everything big that's happened in the week. My one probably covers like a lot of stuff comprehensively, but not very technically. And Lou's weekly one covers stuff very technically. Lou's a very talented guy. Oh, and as you can see, we have now got Lucky down there. But when I saw the LU, you know, I had to do it. It's like if I got a VGE in a game, I would give Video Game Esoterica a shout. Also want to give Ranny Snice a shout, man. He done me a wallpaper, man. The wallpaper is superb, man, and it is it's available via update tool on the MiSTer. So guys, I made it. Okay, look how good this game is, man. Darn it, it is just so beautiful, man. Ooh, are you serious? Okay, I'm playing this really badly, but I'm doing it so I can die and we can swap games over quickly. I can't remember if there was a game that I was supposed to wicket. Okay, we are dead. The M30 is awesome, but when I play fighters on it, I always accidentally jump. But I think that's more of a me problem than a controller problem. Ben says, I'm loving the Analogizer. Hey, let's get an Analogizer in Austin Powers look. The Analogizer, baby. Yeah, it really is, man. I got it working on my PVM, but because my PVM is PAL, all the cores come out black and white apart from the NEO-GEO one, which actually in the core settings has an option for PAL output. So that worked really well for me. So let's load a game. Did we have anything in request? No. Let's have a look at some stuff. Okay, so I want to look at Art of Fighting a second. I'm not going to play it. I think I'll just go attract mode. But Art of Fighting, I remember when that came out in the arcade, guys, and the sprites were really big and they just looked really good. Now, what's funny about the Art of Fighting is the moves are kind of limited. So you only have like a few special moves in the round. I think you have a bar and it runs out as you do special moves. So like you might only be able to do 3 fireballs and that's it. That means your special moves are over. Okay. Winners don't use drugs. So what was really good as well was the advert for this. Oh man, I wish I had it downloaded. I'd put it on as an overlay now. What was fantastic about this was the big sprites, how it just ran. I mean, look at that. You know, this is when this was in the arcade, guys, or when you saw this on the NEO-GEO, you didn't have sprites this big. It just looked amazing. And when you saw the zoom in and zoom out, wow, it was just amazing. But I always felt, even though the SNK games have their own identity, you know, whenever you looked at stuff, you always compared it to Street Fighter. You always compared it, oh, this is Ken, this is Ryu, you know, they're kind of ripping them off. Over the years, they've got their own identity. I love Capcom stuff. I love SNK stuff as well. But I'm definitely more of a Capcom fanboy because Street Fighter at one point was everything. Everyone in our school was playing it. So the only way I can make the younger generation potentially understand what Street Fighter was like, it was a phenomenon. I can't even say it properly. You know what's phenomenal? It was a phenomenal. It was a phenomenal. Okay, hopefully I got that word right. Oh, it was phenomenon. I'm not phenomenal. You know what I'm talking about. The way Pokemon was. Remember Pokemon? All the kids with their Game Boys and everyone was on it. That is what Street Fighter was like for that generation. And yeah, so whenever I went to the arcade, I remember looking at like the SNK games, and it always felt the animation compared to Street Fighter always felt very cardboardy to me. So I want to have a look at, you know, let's have a quick look at the Samurai Showdown games. Now, the Samurai Showdown games, they're just amazing. Absolutely amazing. I remember seeing these and thinking like, wow. Like the Sam Show games with pets, big sprites, seeing Earthquake. Yo, hi there, Gotik. Hey, hello, Gotik. Just messing around. I kind of put Austin Powers on there because sometimes people make fun of the British. They say, hey, you know what? Go and eat your beans and go and watch some Austin Powers. So hands up, Austin Powers. Hey. So I just thought I'd go with that running joke, man. I really did want to get Austin Powers eating beans, but hey, I couldn't get it in time. Like, so whenever I do my live streams, often I'm rushing around. So yeah, I was rushing around doing chores, and then my wife made me a little something to eat. I ate that. So I'm always rushing around. What's up, FPGA fans? Yo, go tick. We are good, man. We're looking at NEO-GEO. This is reminding me of SRG 320 working on the 3DO core, because this is one of the games he showed. I felt like the graphics got more refined, or at least the intros got more refined as the games went on. Definitely got better, but the graphics for this are good anyway. Let's see if it runs. I mean, look at that, guys. Absolutely superb. Like, seeing this as a kid, amazing. What's really good about Samurai Showdown, it's not necessarily a combo heavy game. It's a game where it's all about timing, baiting people and getting that heavy poke in. You know, you might be able to do some type of combo, but you know, getting that heavy poke in will just do more damage than anything else as well. Let's have a look at like the latest ones. So oh, wow, look how many different ones there are. Release censored, less censored, final edition. Wow. Okay, so let's look at this one, the final edition of Samurai Showdown 5, and we have an error. Okay, so that always kicks us out of the core. So let's go back into that core. Let's go here, and it should be around. Oh, okay. So let's just go Samurai. So Samurai Showdown 5. So they changed the way the controls work on this game somewhat. So what they did was, so the original Samurai Showdown, oh, what did it have? I think it used to have like 2 weapon buttons and 2 kick buttons. Then they changed it to, I think, like 2 weapon buttons, 1 kick button, and like a dodge button. And I think one of them might even be like 3 attack buttons and 1 kick button. So they changed it around a little bit, and it's really difficult. Like sometimes when you change the fundamental control scheme, the game just feels off. But I haven't played Samurai Showdown enough to kind of realize that. I have so I'm paying the 2019 version, and if anyone has that on Steam, then you're welcome to play. We play over and we stream it over on a Discord. So it's almost like it's a very, very kind of, I don't know what the right word to use is. I wouldn't say exclusive, because it's not exclusive. Anyone can come and join, but it's definitely a small circle of friends, you know. And what's really good is, you know, you can just come and stream your game. It doesn't have to be an FPGA related game. If you're playing, I don't know what's new now, the new Spider-Man 2 or something, I don't know. If you're playing that, you can come along, stream that, and you can watch other people's streams and talk as well. But we're playing Sam Show 2019, and that, wow, I can't even remember now. I need to play it again. But I think that's got 3 sword buttons and 1 kick button, yeah. And you've got different shortcut buttons there as well. So let's have a look at the intro of this compared to like the first one, and it's definitely more refined. Can you load NEO-GEO CD? No, NEO-GEO CD isn't supported on the Analogue Pocket. However, there are some conversions of NEO-GEO CD games that have been backported to work on the NEO-GEO. Those ones do actually work on this device, and we can have a look at one. I think it's called Cybercross or Cybercross 2. Cybercross 2 was NEO-GEO CD, and I'm pretty sure I've got it on here. I just hope I haven't messed around with like the JSON files too much. So I'm hoping we see some kind of action. Again, very, very stylish intros, and anything to do with SNK and NEO-GEO, the style was just there. They were very, very stylish. Oh, wow, we're an hour into the stream, guys. We've got another hour to go. I'm going to kind of end it at 9 o'clock. Again, love the coin sound. Yeah, I think, guys, if you want notification sounds for your phone, listen to that. Let me turn it up a bit. So if you want, so I use lots of different gaming sounds for notifications, but I feel this will be a good one. Yeah, that would be banging. You know, that'll be a new text message. WhatsApp message? Oh, better check it. Telegram, email, whatever you want. But yeah, that's a really, really good sound. And there's a really good site. If anyone wants it, just, in fact, I'll post it in the links. It's the site that I use for getting soundtracks for games, but it has like sound effects in there as well. Okay, so it's gonna have 2 kicks, I think. Oh, is D gonna be dodge? There you go. D is gonna be dodge. So, or lie down. Sorry. Wow, but look at the cast in this, man. Wow, look at that character, man. All right, I'll go Hanzo. Cross swords, yeah, man. So cross swords too. I'm pretty sure we've got it on the Analogue Pocket because the CD version has been backported on there. Ben Kenoba. Ah, nice. Okay, wicked. Oh, I'm trying to press kick and I'm pressing the dodge button. Okay. You've got a command grab in this, but man, you need to be like right next to them to do a command grab. You know, there's no extra range or anything on that. So that was Nakaruru, man. But again, look how cool this game looks, man. Absolutely love this stuff. And guys, Sam Showdown 2019. It's well worth picking up when it's on sale. Oh, another game we're going to be playing. And Anime, are you picking up it as well? I can't remember if you said you're going to pick it up or leave it. But Virtua Fighter 5 or 4 Revo, whichever one it is, the new one, it's like £12 if you buy it before release. So yeah, I'm definitely going to... Come on, here we go. Yeah, I'm playing that. I've already bought it. There's 2 games I've pre-ordered, and that's Monster Hunter Wilds and Virtua Fighter Revo. So I'm looking forward to playing that on a handheld device. I need to get my new PC as well, man. Oh, by the way, Anime Otaku, on my new PC, I might not go all out because the only game I'm going to play on it, really, new game, is Monster Hunter Wilds. So I may not need to go crazy with it, right? Let's run another game. Right, let's go Cross Swords. Hopefully we have got number 2 here. Here you go, look at that. So Cross Swords 2, CD conversion, and please work. Don't be embarrassing. Yeah, baby. Yeah, so yeah, Anime Otaku, yeah, it's Steam, man. It's Virtua Fighter on Steam. Let me quickly get you guys a site. If you want video game soundtracks, this is what I use all the time, guys, and it is superb. Absolutely superb. Have a look at it. You know, if you want like ringtones and stuff for video games, just get them from there, man. Like currently I've got the RoboCop arcade title screen music as my ringtone, and for WhatsApp ringtone I've got Castlevania Symphony of the Night on there. So yeah, man, that's a really good one, and you can get the individual sounds as well. So hello there, a very good resource. Yeah, Anime Otaku Virtua Fighter, let me find that one on Steam as well, and I'll post it up in here. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. I can't remember. I think this is 5 Revo. It's 5 Revo. Okay, cool. Just couldn't remember which one. Right, let me post the Steam link. Yo, SNK Kevin in the house, wagwan, my bruv. You're right. Yeah, just doing some Analogue Pocket NEO-GEO, my G. So this one over here is what we've been playing, or me and a friend of mine play it on Discord. Anime Otaku was going to buy it, but currently on Steam I think it's full price. The Samurai Showdown is, sorry, but the Virtua Fighter, you've got 20% off. Oh, I can still see the price. It's $12.79 on Steam with 20% off as a pre-order. When's it coming out, by the way? Oh, 27th of July. Wow, man, why is it coming out on a damn Monday, man? I mean, I'm going to work on Monday. Why would you do that? I guess I could play it Monday after work. So yeah, not sure if you're gonna grab that, man. Would definitely recommend getting it. It's a good game. I don't know how to play the game. I would like to learn the game. So guys, this is Cross Swords, so I'm not going to play it. I'm going to let attract mode run. But yeah, here's a conversion of a NEO-GEO CD game. So now what a lot of people really want, and I wonder if it could be done, or if someone could actually do it, would be the Samurai Showdown translation, the Samurai Showdown RPG translation, brought over to the Analogue Pocket through a NEO-GEO CD conversion. I remember there was talk of it initially, but haven't seen anything surface from that. SNK Kev, congratulations, man. You're nearly going to make it to 1 year as a member. Wow, that is amazing, man. Thank you for your support for like coming up to a year now, man. Absolutely awesome, man. Truly appreciate you. Truly appreciate all you guys, man. It's the reason why I spend my Saturday nights doing these darn streams, man. But I want to try and get more people doing streams with me. So I know I'm going to get Kando12 in. I was going to call him today when that cancelled, but I thought I may not be able to give him enough notice and set that up. So I want to get Kando12, and if you're unaware, he's the guy that's working on bringing or converting SNES games to use the hardware, the cartridge hardware that was used for games that were known as fast ROMs, or used the better hardware that was available, the more expensive hardware for SNES carts. So that's interesting. Obviously, Pez is going to come on the channel. It's interesting. I really like doing streams with other people A, because I don't have to talk non-stop. Someone else can talk, even though I end up talking more usually. Right, let's have a look. So there you go. That was a NEO-GEO CD to CD. Okay, so Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This is gonna take a long time to load, so let me give you a quick flash of groovy, baby. Okay, see, it just can't do it. So that was a little bit of filler. So Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Now, I think this is a bootleg game, and it's kind of based on the King of Fighters games, but it is just an all out bootleg. Oh, thank you so much, man. Yeah, do you know what? We're all buddies, man. We're all friends, and do you know why? It's because so the internet has brought me a lot of friends. Now, I made, like my buddy I was speaking about earlier, Harmonaz. Like, I met him through playing Street Fighter 3 Third Strike online on Xbox Live, the original Xbox. Then I found him on ShoraYukin.com in the Good Games thread, and he was there. So we went, we spoke on the Good Games thread. Then obviously he's like, I'm from London. Yeah, I'm like, I'm from London as well. It turned out that the guy lives a 10-minute walk away from me. So naturally we met, man. I mean, we were young, we were unmarried, we were kind of like roadmen at the time, man. We chilled, we were hanging out with MJ, man, Mary Jane, man. Things were good back then. And he's like one of my best friends. It's just, he lives really far away now, man, and I hate driving, and to drive to his house is like, it's like a 2-hour drive, man, and my kids kind of like going there. Actually, my eldest daughter doesn't, because, you know, she's 16, and my friend's got 2 daughters, and they're like, I don't know, 8 and 10 or 8 and 11 or something. So yeah, she obviously gets bored there. But yeah, man, I do like visiting the guy, man. But yeah, he was a friend I made online. Then a lot of the other guys that I'm close friends with now were people that I played online, but then we kind of met at events. So we'd go to like a Neo Empire, a Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, a Capcom versus SNK 2, a Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo event. And when we would play there, we'd start hanging out. And yeah, man, even on my wedding, the guy that drove me was like my friend. He just had like a really expensive Mercedes, man, which was top. Didn't go for a limo. I'm not an extravagant guy. So yeah, I took corners everywhere, man. I mean, my missus said I had to give out invites, but I was quite happy to use text messages, you know. But yeah, no, she said we had to do that. So instead of hiring a car, I said to my mate, man, you got a wicked car. Can you, you know, drive me and the missus from the wedding to the wedding venue after the hotel where we spent the night? Actually, it wasn't a hotel, it was my house. But yeah, so he kind of done that there, right? New Shinobi port, have you tried it? Yes, I have, and I put it on here, but I think I haven't got the right JSON file because I put the latest version on there, version 1.1, and unfortunately that version 1.1, maybe there's something different in it. It didn't work with the existing JSON. So, but I have tried it, and I have tried it on the MiSTerFPGA. But that's really awesome. Hoffman, he's currently working on Golden Axe as well, by the way. So that's likely to come out. Right. So we've got a game here called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and I swear, unless someone knows something about this, I think this is just this is a bootleg, man. This is just a bootleg. Like I said, we're gonna watch a game, soccer. But like I said, England football at the arena. Yeah, do you know, I'm not so much into football anymore, man. Like, I really watch it. It's like going to work Monday and the guys are like, oh man, did you see it over football? I'm like, guys, I am going to leave the room and I will come back later. Like, we have a weekly meeting every Monday between all the departments. So yeah, when the meeting ends, sorry, I'm just like, okay, guys, I'm out of here. Right, where's my babes Maya, man? Where are you, Maya? Oh, I only give you a few seconds to pick them. All right, let me go Iris at least. Ah, we go. There's Maya. Nice. My, oh my. Oh, wow. 4 characters. Okay, let's go, Robert. It's got a very drum and bassy soundtrack. Let me turn it up a bit. You feeling that? Yo, this is for you, SNK Kev, man. We got some drum and bass in the house. Hopefully it won't go too loud. Okay, so... Wow, 4 versus 4, man. Like 3 versus 3 wasn't enough. They were like, you know what, we're gonna do another character for you. So this is like one of the later games to come out. And here we are on the Great Wall of China. Wow. Nice. Yes, okay, Kim. I'm not that guy for football, man. Just not so much anymore. There we go. Nice. Andy. Yes, there is. GoTick, there is a turbo version available of the core. We did run it earlier, but I've gone deliberately for a slowdown version. Okay, in the nuts. But guys, this is an interesting game. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. If you grab the Dark Soft ROM set, it'll be archived on the internet somewhere for anyone that's wondering, and this will be in there. I can't do that. Why? Oh wow. That looks so darn cool, man. Okay, he got whacked out. Nah, do you know what? GoTick is completely up to you. That's the thing. It's good to have the choices. Now, don't get me wrong. Certain games like shmups, I love the slowdown because it gives me extra lives, you know? Yeah, so it gives me that extra bit of time to navigate around, right? But, okay, so you use 3 of your characters, right? Okay, let's run another game. This one's gonna take a bit to load as well. And hopefully the most like recent update, which I don't know if it's a hack or not, so I think it's this one here. And do I have the JSON file for it or not? No, I don't. Okay, I need to get in touch with Terminator 2K2 to get a new one, because there was, or maybe I've just changed the core, I can't remember. So I need to run like a previous version, never mind. So this one should work. Hopefully it will work. Yeah, it's loading, so that's cool. There's different versions of the core. So I know Terminator 2K2 had his own forks of the core. Groovy, baby. Where he kind of worked on the core a bit to get some games working on there, like a hack of one of the Metal Slug games. SVC. This one is SVC Plus. I think that one is SVC Plus Special. Can't keep up with the names for fighting games, man. And this is obviously like, I can definitely name you all the iterations of pretty much every Street Fighter game. But when it comes to like the SNK stuff, and you've got Super, Special, Special Plus, Turbo, I can't remember them all, man. Just wasn't involved so much in the SNK fighting scene. But what's really good is next year we are getting the Capcom Fighting Collection, is it called? And that's going to have Capcom versus SNK 2 with rollback netcode. So that should be really, really interesting. Big shout out to Danahan, man. So looking forward to playing Danahan there. That should be really, really good. I'm kind of looking forward to Slope's video. Slope's doing a video where their channel nearly got hijacked. Now I remember seeing something about where is it Linus Tech Tips? Their channel actually did get hijacked. So that was pretty crazy, right? I mean, pretty wild to get your YouTube channel hijacked. And they did it by sending, I think, like a PDF or something there, and it inserted like something on their PC, which then gave them ownership of the channel. It was crazy. They managed to get it back, but absolutely nuts. So a little bit of talk about the SVC Chaos games, right? So you had Capcom versus SNK 1, Capcom versus SNK 2. Capcom vs SNK 2 was a very broken game. SNK 1 was a decent game. I never played it too much, but in Capcom vs SNK 1, you couldn't turtle, right? You couldn't hide back. You had to fight in that game, right? It wasn't a Turtles game. CVS 2, Capcom vs SNK 2 often called CVS 2. So CVS 2 was you could turtle in that game. It had like some broken stuff in it, like roll cancelling. Now, the backgrounds I preferred in CVS 1 because they were 2D. CVS 2 was on the Naomi hardware, same thing Marvel vs Capcom 2 was on, and you had all the 3D backgrounds in there, and I felt they were kind of forced in. It was like, oh, we can do 3D, so let's get these 3D backgrounds in, when honestly, there wasn't really much of a need for it. But I am looking forward to those coming out on the Capcom collection. So what was interesting was you had the Capcom vs SNK series. Well, then you had SNK's take on it, which was SNK versus Capcom, so the other way around. Instead of CVS, it was SVC, and this is what it is over here. Now, this is regarded as a terrible game. It is terrible. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind this game, but this is a game that I played. I play like one player. I can't really ever find anyone that wants to play this two-player, right? And I like playing I like picking the SNK characters in this because if I pick a Capcom character, they've got 6 buttons, so it's a little bit different. On here, mind you, Violent Ken is in here, so that's interesting. Now, the version I tried to run originally, that has what's his name in it? You know, from for Ghosts and Goblins. What's his name? You know, from Demon's Crest. Oh, what is his name? I completely forget now. He's in Marvel vs. Capcom as well. The kind of gargoyle-y kind of demon dude. He's in that version as well. So here we go. But I like how, see, remember that move where he punches you in the head? So annoying on the SNES, man, when you got caught out by that. Wow, nice. Look at that move. I've never seen that before, but that looks darn cool. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Let's run something else. Me bouncy indeedy. Right, okay. Oh, Shock Troopers. This is a good looking game, guys. A run and gun. We'll have to look at some Metal Slug games as well, because I feel like we've run NEO-GEO and we haven't run Metal Slug yet. We should also look at Last Blade and Garou Mark of the Wolves. This is such a great system with just so many classics, man, like so many great games. So, you know, all the rich kids that had this, but all the rich kids that had this and thought, do you know what? I haven't got Shinobi for this, man. Like, I bought a system that doesn't have Shinobi or Golden Axe. Well, you know what? Your dreams are coming true. Those games are, well, Shinobi's already out and Golden Axe is on its way. And I'm pretty sure the way the developer Hoffman is going, they've had a taste for this. And, you know, once you get a taste for this, maybe you're not going to give it up. Maybe you're going to keep bringing and porting other games on there, because, you know, once you start getting into development and stuff, you really do enjoy it for the challenge, right? You want the challenge, that's what you enjoy, and you start tackling more stuff. So, Shock Troopers. So it should give us a... Well, here we go. Ooh, let me put the soundtrack up. Banging soundtrack. This for SNK Kev. This for you, my bro. Alright, we'll be that cool. Okay, what's the... No, I'm gonna pick her. I think I always pick her. Nice, nice. Yeah, this has got slowdown, man. I can feel it. You know, let's try something. Let's try something here. So go tick. I'm gonna reset this core, and we're gonna load Shock Troopers 2 on the turbo core, right? And let's see if there was any slowdown there. Let's put it straight to the test right now. NEO-GEO, change core, overdrive is that one here. Let's now run it. Yeah, you know what, go tick. Yeah, that'll be amazing, man. That really will be amazing to get that from Hotego. So let's have a look at Shock Troopers 2. Yeah, CPS3 really do want that. There was actually a Third Strike event today, man. I was too lazy to go there. So Shock Troopers 2, did I run? Oh no, it's this one here, yeah. Second squad, right? Let's go with this, and hopefully we won't have that slowdown, which should be interesting. It's a good test because we did see the slowdown there, and if this is working as it should be working, we shouldn't get any slowdown. But yeah, going back to that CPS3, man, we are waiting for that, aren't we, Austin? Groovy, baby. Yeah, even Austin is waiting for that because you know, when he was like chilling out. Sorry, I'm just remembering that part with the tent for anyone that's seen Austin Powers. So I have to say, Austin Powers is one of those movies that when I was hanging around with Mary Jane, it was hilarious. When I stopped hanging around with Mary Jane, it just wasn't that funny, man. It wasn't. It's got some classic bits in there, and in hindsight, I can enjoy some of it, but not really for me. But let's go.
Select soldier. Ready, boys?
That's a proper jungle soundtrack, man. Jungle or drum and bass. Let's see if it slows down now. Nope, no slowdown. Yes, so no slowdown there, man. A big difference. We'll run with this for a while. Go tick. What am I shooting? Hey, nice. This is a really good game, guys. Well worth trying, you know. Yeah, so no slowdown here, man. Whereas the other one definitely had that slowdown. Right, let's run something else. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm quite happy to go between the two. Just thought I couldn't change this one over to arcade, so I kind of went with that one. Right, let's go back up. So what else are we looking at? Right, let's look at track mode on this game. This is a we're gonna have to look at the World Heroes games as well. They were fantastic. Wackle. There's so many good fighters for this, man. So what we're gonna have a look at? Windjammers, right? This is really interesting. And guys, this game is played very competitively, man. I love a bit of Frisbee, baby. Yeah, so a lot of people play this like, so if you go into Fightcade is really good. You can play a lot of the NEO-GEO games. You can play, in fact, all the NEO-GEO games online with it, right? So when you watch Windjammers and you watch people, you can watch the replays of like people that play it, man, like people are darn good at it. Right, okay, so what's interesting now is, can you see that the line going down the left? So that just might be a byproduct of using this turbo core. It is kind of marked as experimental to some extent. So you know, the other one should be more accurate, obviously, to the original hardware. So the experimental one, I know Mazamar said use at your own risk, but I know he kind of worked on it, so the compatibility has been really good. But I did spot that line there, and likely that line is not there in original hardware. So here we go. Windjammers, man. I mean, it's a game about frisbees, right? What a great game, especially back in the day when you had something like that. It's just absolutely superb. So let's run something else. Oops. Okay, I want to show you this game. This game is just nuts. It's a fighting game, but it really is crazy. And it's gone straight to Waku Waku 7. I've never seen Waku Waku 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. It's likely some kind of maybe an anime or a manga, or I don't know, something. It's obviously come from somewhere. Nothing to do with Austin Powers or anything like that. The guy just hold his hands up. So Waku Waku 7. And one thing I can tell you guys, this game is not, it's not whack. Well, depends what you think of whack. If whack is bad, it isn't bad. If you think whack is good, then yes, it is whack. Now, I played this years and years ago. I had a member of staff when I had my shop who had a NEO-GEO. He kind of done the retro section in there. I really liked the guy, man, but he kept robbing money out the till, and my business partner was like, the guy's robbing, and I said, I don't know. So then what we did was we set a trap for him with a specific amount of money in the till. We left, we come back, and there was some money missing. So we had to sack him. But before we sacked him, I went to his house and he had a NEO-GEO, and he was like, let's play. We used to play Capcom vs SNK2 then. And yeah, he was like, let's play Waku Waku 7. And yeah, it was the first time I played it, and was trying to introduce me to these new fighters. But I was like, nah, man, I'm a Street Fighter guy. But guys, look how crazy this is. You can be a giant bunny. You can be like some kind of tank weapon. Or someone riding a tank, and you know, you've got your normal characters as well, like you've got your Rai, Slash, Pissy, just very interesting characters. But hey, I am going to be your neighbor Totoro. Top Hunter next. Yeah, absolutely, GD, let's do Top Hunter next. Yeah, look how darn good this game looks, man. Look at the way it runs. Okay, so some kind of super Top Hunter. Yeah, I think I remember that game. I've definitely tried it. Yeah, right, let's go for some Top Hunter. But guys, that game's well worth checking out. Waku Waku 7. Just as the name is, it is just crazy. So here we go. Top Hunter. Let's do it. Wicked. Okay, how long we get? All right, we got about half hour left, man. So again, guys, massive shout out to all the awesome developers that bring us stuff. Isn't that right, Austin? Groovy, baby. We love the developers. So yeah, Austin loves the developers. I love the developers. We got Vertec that brought the core out originally for the MiSTer. Then we got Mazamars 312 that ported this core over to the Analogue Pocket. And even to this day, guys, I am shocked. That thing would make a hell of a centerpiece in a roast dinner. Yeah, you know what? But with an apple in its mouth and an onion in it. Right, yeah, we're going easy, baby. Oh yeah, this is an interesting game. I always forget this game. Again, really good kind of on-the-fly tutorials, right? Like how good is that, guys? But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good, right, in the UK here, it's 8:30 in the evening. I hope everyone's having like a good Saturday night, right, where I am. And Saturday afternoon, wherever you are, and if you're ahead in time, and hope you're having a good Sunday morning. So let's go in the forest, right? Let's get one with nature. Let's go hug a tree. By the way, guys, don't hug a tree. I know people like want to get one with nature. You want to go hug a tree, but man, I always see like dogs and stuff urinate around the trees. So, you know, don't hug the. All right, yeah, you've got the planes, haven't you? So, haha, you came down for a box. Very stylish game. Oh, it's down, that's why. You know, I'm a big fan of side-scrollers like this. You know, naturally I played more stuff like the Capcom stuff, like Willow, Irem stuff, like Legend of Hero Tomna. What's the other one? Like Three Mega Twins, is it? Three Wonders, all that stuff. They're really, really good. Absolutely superb, man. NEO-GEO is just so fantastic, man. Oh, wow, I can do fireballs. I didn't know that. That's pretty awesome. Hey, we're gonna ride a vehicle. Good game, good soundtrack. Nice game. Right, let's another game that I just kind of remembered. Magician Lord. This is an interesting game. What controller are you using? I am currently using the 8-bit DOE, like the, you know, the little wireless stick that they released fairly recently. What's it called? What's the model number for it? It doesn't say it on the front. 8-bit DOE arcade stick. That's what it says on here. It's Bluetooth as well as 2.4 gigahertz. So you can use it via, you know, with a dongle like RF, or you can use it via Bluetooth. It's a really good stick. I've modded it with a Sanwa stick, modded it with Sanwa buttons. That's what I'm playing with and I like it. I do find it a little bit on the small sticks. I do have difficulties doing some of my moves, especially in fighting games, but it really is a great stick. But I think my execution's just rubbish, man. Like, it used to be good, but I'm one of those guys that I'm not as natural as other people that play this stuff. So, guys, look, there you go, look. So here's the issue with the, you see it? Here's an issue with the overdrive core. It's just bugged out. As you can see here, that's bugged out. So I'm interested now because I want to try that one on the normal core. So let's get out of that. Sorry, GoTick, you're gonna have some slowdown. I put Sanwa. Yeah, man, it's got to be. I really like Sanwa. I know people tell me try this or try that. Try Samitsu. There's this stick here. A friend of mine's got these buttons which are called silent buttons, man, and they're definitely quieter. I wouldn't say they're silent buttons though or anything. But yeah, I'm happy with. I don't even know what buttons they are. I know when I got my my stick done from Pixel Memories. What game were we trying on, Magician Lord? They were asking what buttons, and I was like, look, these are the ones I use. But then I found the stick that I like using. So yeah, that was yeah. So it's the Sanwa stick, man. I like it. However, maybe I could have made this one a bit more tighter. I made it a little bit loose. I do like tight sticks. That's why when I go to the arcade sometimes and you've got a very loose stick, I have to exaggerate like half a circle, you know. Whereas I'm used to doing it quite a small half a circle. At least I find you can do it quicker. But yeah, like newer games, my execution seems to be a little bit better, but I think they make stuff easier. Older games, the way my head is wired when I'm using the stick is I'm not doing the best way to play. I know this might sound a bit weird, but when you're playing like a complex fighting game, when you're doing motions, you want to break it down into different motions that you're doing. When I'm doing it, it's almost like I'm thinking of like, it's just weird. When I play like Street Fighter games, it's like I'm controlling that character and the move is one big motion rather than lots of small motions broken up with a reset in between. So I do miss a lot of stuff. But for anyone looking for good arcade parts, Sanwa is the way. Right, let's have a look. This should work on the normal core because the overdrive core is experimental. Yeah, so we're good. We are rocking. We are rolling. Now this is a good game, man. This is good. Let me just put the sound down a tad. It might be a little bit too loud. Like very, very, ooh, I just got popped. But yeah, a lot of, yo, Sinus Leo, good evening, wicked. I thought I saw good morning there. I was going to say, man, have we got my brethrens from Australia here? Nice. Yeah, baby, it's dragon time with the fire breath. And I've got a channel intro with using this dragon. I have to say, I really do like the enemy design in this, man. The character design in general is just absolutely fantastic. Those things look wicked. Absolutely superb. Rocking soundtrack as well, man. Yeah, okay. Right, what else are we checking out? Right, so let's go Metal Slug. Okay, so there's a turbo version available that will even work on the normal core. So that shouldn't really have the slowdown. Had my Sanwa 8-bit arcade stick, but now they're Famitsu. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I mean, I've used Famitsu sticks in the arcade. I don't have an issue with it. You know, both are groovy, baby. But yeah, I don't have an issue with Famitsu. But I remember one time my friend had a Famitsu stick and I couldn't get on with it. I'm just Sanwa, but it's more so for fighters. For example, like especially when playing like something like a super turbo, if I need to do like a reversal DP while I'm in like kind of block stun, well, not block stun, when I'm blocking something and I'll kind of put the input in, so if they don't get me in true block stun by getting me with a true combo, that will kind of come out. I find that stuff very, very easy, or easier to do on a Sanwa stick. Also, not that I can do it now, but like a lot of motions like very, very quick, just like dashing in and in between a dash, buffer a super. So in something like Third Strike, when you dash in and they try to tech a grab, all of a sudden you see their grab animation and you see my super freeze and they eat the super. So yeah, stuff like that I can do on Sanwa. It's a little bit difficult on different sticks. That website that I linked, guys, if you go up chat a bit, that's where you can get video game soundtracks from. You can get all the Metal Slug soundtracks from there as well. Really, really good. Yes, I don't mind those tank sticks. I've played on them a bit, but I like a ball top for fighters, man. But I have tried those tank ones. I don't really have much of an issue playing on those, you know. I can play on those, even though my preference is what you're seeing on screen now, a ball top, right? So let's go. Yeah, and guys, every time I've got to pick the guy with the shades, man. The guy with the shades is, but he's got shades, man. He just looks cool. Yo, Justin, how you doing, man? Do you know, I've got way too many arcade sticks. I've got an awesome one from Pixel Memories, man, and I hardly even use it. It's just sitting there in you know, showing the damn thing off, man. It's and I cover it up with a cloth, so you know, it doesn't get dusty. I hate cleaning dust off stuff, so yeah, this game is so darn good. Yeah, I end up yeah. Yeah, so sorry, I end up covering it so I don't get dust on it. You know, as much as I love handheld gaming, I just feel like Metal Slug works so much better on a larger screen. I'll definitely enjoy it a lot more. Look at a little baby out there, man. Come here, you little baby. So cute. Man, I miss babies, man. Like, I miss babies, man. Like, I really, really do. Like, my cousin had a kid recently, man. So awesome when I went around. Yeah, it was my aunt's kid. So, you know, I always mention mum's got dementia. So one of her sisters kind of says to me, drop it around there Sunday, which I'll drop it around there tomorrow as well. When I go around there, I see her kids. And sorry, her daughter had a little baby boy, man. So awesome to kind of see. And especially when this one was like maybe 3 months old, but when it hit like 6 months or even like a year, so cool, man. I'm generally very, very good with kids, man. Like most kids that I meet like me. And I remember there's been occasions, like there was one occasion I was in a kebab shop, I was getting a kebab and there was a couple in there with a kid, and I started making faces at the kid playing it. Then I was like, hey kid, you don't mind if I hold the kid? And they were cool. They were like, yeah man, like So I took the kid, I'm playing, like making faces and doing all that dumb stuff, you know, that kids like, that I like as well. And when it was time to go, the kid wouldn't go back to his mum, man. I was like, go, go. Then he started crying, like, you know, that was really, really funny, man. Like, kids are so awesome, man. Like, honestly. Like, my youngest one, who's 8, even he acts like a baby, man. He's like the baby of the family. Throws tantrums if he doesn't get his way. And, you know, he's still, Dad, lap, lap. You want to come and sit on my lap, man? And I'll tell him, look, man, you're getting bigger now. You know, it's going to come a time where, man, you're going to hurt me when you get on my lap. The older one at 10, I'll just tell him, no, man, you're too big a boy. I was actually supposed to get them haircuts today, man, but they somehow avoided it. Haircuts, the cheapest I found in my area for my kids, man, £15, man. I mean, from the time of COVID, I've been doing their haircuts, or my wife's been doing them. I've been doing my own haircut as well. So, man, it just hurts paying for haircuts. The guys that I work with, they pay like £30 a time for their haircut, man. Sometimes I speak to people and they pay like £25 and stuff for their haircut. Right, I'm not going to do this boss fight. Let's run another game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to being a granddad, you know. Not too soon, hopefully, but yeah, I am definitely looking forward to, you know, all the fun, none of the responsibility. Oh, that's what I saw. I went under B, Neo Black Tiger. Let's see if this runs. So this is, okay. I think I'm just missing, JSON files, man. Maybe since an update or something. So go console, let's go NEO-GEO. So a lot of like those ones aren't working. Right, you know what we do have to have a look at? Let's go to G. Let's just go the normal version. Garou Mark of the Wolves. Guys, this is one of the best fighters out there. So this is Garou Mark of the Wolves. So for those people that talk about Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, CPS 3, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is the pinnacle of fighting games, but that one there's a lot more risk for the rewards. So in order to parry, you tap forward. To do a high or a you know, straight or a mid parry, a low parry you tap down. In Garou Mark of the Wolves, you get like a similar thing to a parry. It's called just defense, but you have to block at the last second. So what that essentially does is it gives you a little bit of safety. Groovy, baby. Now, so what the safety is there in Third Strike, if you get the parry wrong, you eat a hit or you eat a combo because you're moving the opposite direction to defense. You're not moving down, back, you're moving down. You're not moving back, you're moving forward, right? But in Just Defense, for the SNK games, for Garou Mark of the Wolves, you're blocking at the last second. So if you block too early, you still get the block. The only time you get hit is if you block too late. So yeah, it's definitely easier. You know, it may have been the better option, who knows, but I'm so used to Third Strike, and yeah, I'm just used to Third Strike for what it is. Animatake, yeah, I really do hope Hotego can. He's a very, very talented developer, man. Very thorough with what he does. I'm a big fan. But guys, like, you know, to point out, I have a strong bias towards Hotego because he brought over CPS 1, CPS 2, stuff like Robocop, Bad Dudes vs Dragon Ninja, the New Zealand story, Shadow Dancer. So he's brought a lot of my arcades. But the guy, he's the reason I got a MiSTer after seeing the CPS 2 core around my friend's house. So I probably have a little bit too much love for him. So, but you know, he's the reason I got into FPGA gaming and it opened this whole world for me, because the other games I saw on there, I was like, yeah, this is amazing, but it didn't make me think, yeah, I need to go and buy one. But yeah, once I played that, man, that was awesome. And yeah, if anyone can, you know, he can. So watching kids grow is awesome. You get to be, yeah, man, absolutely experiencing things for the very first time. Imagine being able to go back to experience Metal Slug for the first time. Amazing, man. Yeah, Metal Slug is fantastic, man. Have you? Yes, so Sonus Leo, I have tried the NEO-GEO CD controller. I have got it. I don't really, don't get me wrong, I don't mind it, but because I never really used it back in the day, I'm not the biggest fan. I think it's a good controller. I tried doing like combos and stuff on it, and it worked for me, man. It was, it worked for me. It worked for me in a very, very decent way. So, but yeah, not really for me. I prefer, my favorite controller is a cross D-pad. I don't mind the M30. I've bloody got 4 M30s, 2 Bluetooth and 2 2.4 gigahertz. But yeah, I really yeah, I really like a cross D-pad. So I prefer the ultimate USB-C, but yeah, the Vita D-pad on the PS Vita is probably the ultimate D-pad for me. That's the one that I like. But let's have a look at this. So guys, I'm very annoying when I play this game, but when I play people online, man, I can't play this game proper. I get whacked out. I just picked this ninja kid. I don't even know his name. Hokotomaru. I don't play it enough to know the name, but I like this game, and I play this on Fightcade sometimes. It's got some really, really good soundtracks as well. One of the girls in here, I forget her name. Man, her stage, the soundtrack is so darn good, man. This ninja kid's kind of funny, man. Oh, one sec, guys. Be right back. Guys, sorry about that. Yeah, just had to go there, man. My mum, who I said has got dementia, she's staying in the room next door and she does stuff. So her sister got her this couple of weeks back. She got her I don't know what it's called. It's like a shawl or something to kind of keep warm, like a big, almost like a bed sheet, but you wear it. I don't know what. I have difficulty doing combos on this 8-bit dough stick here. So I think she's seen it. She hasn't recognised it. She was asleep, so she woke up and she's like, what is this thing? Is this mine? So I just told her, yeah, it's yours. But she won't understand that I'm streaming, so I have to tell her that I'm on a phone call, you know? Yeah. So I like this stick, but I have difficulty doing a lot of combos on there. So, yeah, why am I? Yeah, I'm trying to do quarter circle back, man. I keep missing it on this stick. That's why when I'm playing Fightcade or anything like that, I use a larger stick, my Mad Catz Tournament Edition stick. So let's have a look. Okay, so yeah, I shouldn't be missing that move, man. But yes, different way I have to do it. Really good soundtrack again, guys. Okay, right, let's run something else. Where are you based? Do you go to arcades in London? So, mucho mates, I am based in North London. I'm actually very, very blessed to have an arcade near me. I have Free Play City near me. It's like a 10-minute drive if there's no traffic. I could have actually gone there today, but I kind of decided not to go there today, man. I thought, let me do a stream instead and chill at home. There's actually a Third Strike tournament there today. So let's have a look. Okay, so what we got here, let's try one of the latest ones, King of Fighters 2003, which I imagine will be quite the technical marvel. That's right, baby. But yeah, man, I do like going to arcades and I do go fairly often. I've actually got a deal with my local arcade. I give them a plug at the beginning of every Saturday news show and it gets me free admission, me +2. So I took my boys there, man, but they're like, Dad, we don't like arcades. We've been there once. We don't want to go there again. I'm like, okay, cool. But you know, occasionally when I do meet up with friends, I go to the arcade. Anime Otaku's a friend of mine. He's in Netherlands, but when he does come over to the UK, I am going to take him to the arcade and I'm going to take him for a kebab as well. So I'm looking forward to that whenever that time comes, man, which should be soonish, right? So kind of looking forward to that anime. Yeah, really, really looking forward to that. Right, let's have a look. So wow, we're kind of coming to the end of the stream. May go a few minutes more if there's any games, guys. Are there any last minute games you guys want to see? We can run with those. Let's have a look at this King of Fighters because we had a look at that one called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was like, I don't know if it was a hack or whatever, but you could pick like 4 different players in there. It was 3 versus 3, so where it did, yeah. NE2, okay. Let's have a look. Is this going to be the same as the other one? No. Let's go all girls, not that fun, no. Oh no, okay. See, I know 98 is regarded. I'm trying to do quarter circle in here. Hopefully she's got that move. Yeah, she has, but yeah, just have difficulties, man. Oh wow, you can actually change characters. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Oh wow, okay, he got me. Hey. Okay, let's run another game. R2, are we talking about replay 2? PCN, are you? Do you know, I'm not quite sure, you know, I'm not quite sure because, so when it came to the MiSTerPi, I got, let's watch the demo of this, King of Monsters. So when it came to the MiSTerPi, Taki Uron sent me a review unit. I have said to Taki that I'm happy to review any of his FPGA stuff, but I haven't specifically asked for the Superstation 1. So if I get one, cool. If I don't get one, I'm not really too bothered because I don't really like going after stuff, asking for stuff if I'm not willing to kind of buy it. So with the MiSTerPi, I wanted to buy it. I was like, it's cheap enough. It'll be good to get a third Mister to try it out for the channel. So I offered, I said to Taki, look, I'm happy to pay for it. And he was like, nah, don't worry about it. You can have it for free. So that was cool of him. But for the Superstation 1, I didn't want to ask specifically because, you know, it's not something I would buy because I don't really need a PlayStation looking console. I've got 3 Misters already. But, you know, Taki is aware that, you know, if he wants me to review anything, he can send it my way. It's absolutely fine. Now, what I have made clear is I am willing to pay Livo Casho for the handheld MiSTerFPGA. So whenever that comes out, I'll be like, yep, I want to buy one. You know, if I get a review unit for free, superb. I'm not going to complain, but I'm quite happy to spend my own money on that. So I haven't specifically asked, but you know, if I get one, you know, if he says, look, I'm sending one out to you for review, then cool. I'll do live streams with it. I'll do a video on it. But to be honest, I don't know how much value is in it for Taki because I've already reviewed the MiSTerPi and I'm super pleased with it. I still use it. It's my my on-the-go MiSTerFPGA device. I've taken it out with me. I've used it. I've put it through its paces and it works magnificently well. So, you know, this is more of the same. So it's going to be a MiSTerFPGA. He's got a proven track record. You know, it's not vaporware. So, you know, I'm expecting just really good things with it. I mean, you know, I'd love to get a review unit because if I get a review unit, what I'd do is I'd review it and I'd give it to one of my friends that doesn't have a Mister, you know, especially someone that really likes a PlayStation. Now, I've got a friend in mind, the guy that gave me the PVM. So I don't know, you know, on the channel, I posted a picture recently. I said I went to my friend's restaurant. He gave me a wicked meal. And then as I was leaving, he goes, I got you this PVM as well. It was in one of my old shops in a cupboard, literally brand new, man, like looked really good. So he's got an Analogue Pocket, but he hasn't got a Mister. So, you know, it'd be nice. I'll do that review. And then once I do the review and I've done the video stuff with it, you know, like a couple of live streams, what I'll do then is I'll give that to him as a gift. So it would be, you know, it would be nice to get it, but you know, I don't generally ask for stuff unless I really want it, and in more cases than not, if I really want it and it's something I want to use, I'm quite happy to pay for it. If it's something that I just want for the channel, unfortunately, the channel doesn't make that much money for me to buy. So, for example, if I did a video on the Superstation 1, the money I'd get in ad revenue would probably cover 10 to 15% of the cost of the actual machine. So, hey, you know what? Hopefully, if I get bigger one day and you know there's a lot of ad revenue coming in and the channel on the whole is bringing in a decent amount of income, then I can put a percentage of it away for like buying stuff. At the moment, the money I get is definitely nice, what I get every month. It's not great, it's not life-changing, but for example, I can fill up my car with petrol and I can go on a shopping trip. So, which is nice. It's a nice little extra touch to get, you know. Not life-changing, but definitely life-improving in a very small way. But, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully, FPGA gaming will grow, my channel will grow with it, and yeah, we can... yeah, you know, hopefully like grow together. So, I mean, I'm into this, I'm enjoying this. Especially the live streams, I really do enjoy them. So, you know, let's we're gonna start wrapping up soon because my wife might want to come and go to sleep in the bedroom. Hopefully not. I think they might be watching movies downstairs. So, ooh, I wonder if I've got the right. Let's put it to the test. So, Shadow Gangs, have I got? Oh, maybe I have. Okay. So, ooh, Rollygon, how you doing, Rollygon? Oh, sorry, buddy. Your name rings a bell. I'm really sorry if I can't recall exactly who you are. Remind me who you are. I remember that name, Rollygon. I can't remember. Have you worked on something that I've covered on the channel? I'm drawing a blank on that name. So is what it is. And yes, Scandal Man, replay. Is that R2? Is that replay 2 that we're talking about? Me too. Right now. Oh, wicked. Right. Let's get Fightcade installed. No worries. Scandal, are you going to play, man? That's going to be wicked. Right. So
Shadow Gangs.
Oh, PCN, do you think the Saturn has one of the best arcade ports of for a home console? Yeah, man. I mean, what game are we talking about, Anime? What game home port? Right, this is more of a tech demo, guys. But I'm kind of interested in this game because it reminds me. Oh, the sound is. Can I pause? No. Let me just turn the sound down a bit. Might die in the process while I do it. Right. I'm going to like this because it's very reminiscent of Shinobi and Shadow Dancer, and I like those games. Look at that roof jump, man. And that's like the big guys from there. But honestly, this is just a tech demo. So look, I've leveled up into this ninja. Very much so that Shinobi formula, right? Can't attack them with your normal stuff. Close range, you've got melee, and then you've got the big guy when you go there. But that is the demo, guys. Yeah, we have reached the end of the demo. Enjoy the demo or help us reach our Kickstarter. There you go, man. Super stuff. Right, what game was I going to load? Right, let's go Sengoku 3, and I think I might start calling it a wrap. Yeah, that's a wrap. Oh, now I kind of want a wrap. Ooh. Oh, CPS2 stuff. So, from what I understand, right, like when I play the CPS2 stuff on there, it feels absolutely fine. But, you know, I am sure there are differences in the arcade. Indeedy, baby. So the differences in the arcade version, you know, someone that's very good, especially like the Marvel vs. Capcom games, you may realize that certain really long combos don't work. There might be some differences. Now, I know people that had the Saturn and were playing like a lot of games, they were happy to be able to, when they played versus mode, for example, they didn't have to go through that whole, here comes the news challenger, you know, that stuff that they have when you die and another challenger comes in. So you could rematch each other quicker. So A lot of people did like it, but I think there are some differences, even though for the whole part, whatever I've played on the Saturn as far as CPS2 goes, it's amazing. So, but we've got CPS2, so unless you've got a reason to play on there, like if it's got extra characters, extra modes, like if something like Alpha 3 has got World Tour mode on it, if you've got a reason to play it on a console, play it on a console. On some instances, for example, like I like Super Turbo. I really like, I know a lot of people don't like it because it's very, very unbalanced, but I really do like Hyper Street Fighter 2, the 15th anniversary, not Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, which is a CPS1 game, but Hyper Street Fighter 2, which is a CPS2 game, which has all the different versions of all the characters from CPS1 and CPS2. Now, I really like the PS2 version because it's not like it is now. When you buy a new collection, it's like it's an emulator running. It's running the game via an emulator, whereas that PS2 version was kind of built from the ground up. From what I recall, it wasn't an emulator, it was a native game for the PlayStation 2, and it played very, very true to the original. Now, I'm sure there's differences in there for people that are better at the games than me, and they can tell those differences. But I really like the soundtrack for it. Like, it had the arranged 3DO soundtrack. Now, the 3DO soundtrack for Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo is absolutely superb. And if you're unsure where to hear these soundtracks, let me just post a link to that site again. This site here I use to get video gaming soundtracks, and it's really, really good, guys. I honestly, I can't recommend it enough. If you go on there, have a listen to Super Street Fighter 2 or Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the 3DO. Really, really good soundtracks. Now, don't get me wrong, I like original soundtracks, but yeah, it's nice to get some good arranged soundtracks as well sometimes. PS2 version was power only, and no, it wasn't. Are we talking about Hyper Street Fighter 2 15th Anniversary Edition? Oh, I had the Japanese version. I bought that on import actually from, I can't remember if it was PlayAsia or Liksang. It might have been Liksang at the time actually. And I bought it from there. I bought the Japanese version of it, and I know that ran at 60 hertz. And that was one thing that sucked about certain PAL games, man. They were running at 50 hertz without a 60 hertz option, and that definitely sucked for us in the UK, and I guess some of Europe as well. But no, there's the guys, check out that link to that website, man. It's got really, really good soundtracks. If you're, we're all bloody nerds, man. We're watching a NEO-GEO on an Analogue Pocket stream on a Saturday night. So if you've got a phone where you can use MP3s as ringtones and notification sounds, well, any sound that you've pretty much heard during this stream will be on that website. It's very, very comprehensive. There's only been a couple of occasions where I haven't found a soundtrack on that site, so it's very, very well worth checking. So that's where I get all my kind of soundtracks for that I use on the channel. But guys, I am gonna call it a night, man. You guys have been amazing. Thanks for watching. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Big shout out to all the channel members like SmoMo, Scandal UK, and SNK Kev. Really, really do appreciate all your support, man. Yeah, absolutely awesome, man. And Scandal, I hope you're well, man. I hope family, everyone, everything in your life is doing well, and I hope you're not working too hard, coding non-stop. Do remember to take breaks, man. But yeah, guys, super duper good night. I hope you've had fun. I hope you've discovered some new games for the NEO-GEO. Honestly, we could do this stream for like 5 hours, man. Absolutely superb. So yeah, let me just give a shout out to, well, I'll try and name as many as I can. So Wicked, so Spitfire RAF, Wicked, Rollygon, oh, I'm just the dude that watches your videos, land comments on the live stream. Okay, there you go. That's where I remember the name from then, man. Sorry, I forget a lot of names. There's a lot of names to remember. So just thanking everyone. Anime Otaku, thank you for moderating the chat, but I felt we had a good crowd today, so nothing dodgy there. Who else? Mucho Mate, Superb, Enjoy GGPOZ, Sonus Leo, Go Tick, Jason, and everyone else that attended, man. Have a great weekend, guys. Have a great evening. Have a great afternoon. I'll see you guys around. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.